Meet Cal, everyone. Cal is what we call an unpaid intern, which means basically we make him do slave amounts of labor and pay him absolutely nothing in return. So to keep Cal from being depressed and offing himself in a public washroom somewhere, we decided we'd give him what we call a kickback for all his hard work. Basically, we're letting him interview his favorite band, and he's going to tell you why he's so infatuated with them.
I'm sick and tired of being known as Cal the intern, so today I'm known as Cal the host. That's right. I caught up with lead singer of him, Ville, Valo, and sat down and talked with him how they're the first Finnish band to have a gold record in the United States. They've worked with celebrities like Kat Von D, Bam Margera, and despite what Jordan thinks, they rock.
Okay, stop geeking out and just go do the interview. Go.
Well, I was gonna...
Just go do
A bit of sobering up. I quit hanging out in the bars, spending all my time in bars. I spent all my time working on the album, which means that I never worked on music as hard as on this one. And then the big difference was that we, for the first time, utilized the talents of a North American producer, Matt Squire, originally from DC. So we recorded the album in LA, and he's got a very cool sensibility between, he's done a lot of poppy stuff, a lot of alternative stuff, but he grew up in DC listening to Minor Threat and Bad Brains and Dinosaur Jr. and Husker Du and all those bands that I grew up listening to. So we share a lot of the same background. So there's a lot of little differences. This time around, it was more consciously 80s influenced. A lot of Aha and Depeche Mode and Bonnie Taylor and all that stuff. Again, the difference is that different audiences appreciate different songs. That's the biggest difference. So it's like, well, we don't know what to expect tonight. Let's say, we don't know what songs people are going to appreciate and whatnot, and it just keeps on changing, actually by city. So it's odd, and it also keeps us on our toes. I got to meet Bam, and the rest of the guys got to meet Bam way before all the huge success happened for him. So we just became friends, and then all of a sudden, he loved what we do, and we became really good friends. And he wanted to wear our shirts and get a couple of autograph tattoos and whatever. And then he became really well known. And all of a sudden, when you become really well known, people start checking out, what's that tattoo? And then they start figuring out what it's all about. So it's happened really organically, naturally, and it hasn't been forced. Rather psychedelic, and an odd thing about our band has been the fact that different albums have really gained the attention of different sorts of people. We had an album called Razor Blade Romance. It was huge in Europe, but then it didn't do anything anywhere else. And we had an album called Love Metal after that, and that was really well received in the UK. And that was our first album that all of a sudden British people seemed to, show some respect. Then Dark Light was the first album that a lot of people in North America got to hear. So it's been kind of like the evolution, using that word. It has been kind of, one album's appreciated in one country or one area, one continent, and then the next somewhere totally different. So there's no way of knowing, who like the new album. I don't have a clue.